mess up my hair again.
Are you ready for me?
It is that time. Oh, we love this time. It is video rant time, I guess. Some of these are rants, others are just me trying to be helpful and give ideas as far as marketing and things like that. But this one is very much so a rant. What I want to talk about today is noobs. Not new people in the hobby. Love new people in the hobby. When new people come in, brings new blood into the hobby. These are the people in the future will be the bigger guys that are doing the great things. Love new people. Noobs, on the other hand, are people that are just getting started, read a couple of posts here and there, watched a few videos, maybe, very unlikely, but maybe read a book about the animals they're keeping, and every time somebody posts a question, they just have to give the answer. They know everything. There's no question or topic that can come up that they don't just know the definitive answer to whatever the question may be. They just know everything. And you know what, man?
We go 0 to 100 real quick.
You don't. You're new. Shut up. Just seriously cut it out. Just shut the up. You're not. No. And the reason why I say that like that is because it's so annoying. This is what happens, right? A new person is trying to do the right thing and learn something, whatever it may be, posts a question on a group or just on a page or wherever, and all these new people, they have no idea what the heck they're talking about, but might have read or saw something somewhere, and they just believe that's the truth, and that's it, because we all know, if it's on the internet, it must be true. They'll just hang on. They just keep drilling in this answer that they think is true, and it's just bullshit. But you know what happens really? Is that a person that actually has this information sees this and then has to decide, okay, do I want to contradict this a-hole and get into a back and forth or whatever it is going to go on here with this person and waste my time, or do I just keep going and not bother with it? And most of the time, the people that actually have the experience and the knowledge to answer the question just don't bother, because it's full of noobs and stupid arguments and very quickly have nothing to do with what the actual question was. And nobody wants to get involved in that. It's like, I just don't want to bother, and they move on. And first of all, shame on the people that know the right answers for thinking that way, but at the same time, I understand. I don't want to waste my time dealing with a-holes like that either, but I guess, I don't know, you kind of have to jump in and help when you can. But the best way to really get rid of that problem is for all you noobs that have no idea what you're talking about, just to shut up and pay attention and learn. Keep learning. You're not done learning. We're never done learning. So that's the biggest thing with that. You know, I have this thing that I do, and I do it in life in general. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't say anything at all. You know, if I don't have something intelligent to add to a conversation, I just sit there quietly and listen and learn, and that's it. I don't have to be talking all the time. It's weird to say when I'm doing this video, so all I do is talk. I don't have to be talking all the time. I don't have to be the center of attention all the time. So I like to listen, and that's how you learn. These people come in, and I'm not going to say kids, because a lot of them are grown-ass people, come in, and they just want to just act like they know everything right away, and they're just going to take over the whole hobby and the whole thing. Just relax. Your time will come. There will be a time when you're that person that actually does have the answers because of experience and all these different things. And so that will be your time to really give a smart answer, an intelligent answer to what the people might be asking. But man, that is so annoying. I can't stand it. So that's one thing I wanted to bring up. Noobs, basically shut up. Learn, sit down, learn, and listen, and stop being a-holes. The other one is for the hobby in general. This is my other topic. So that first one is done. And this one really, really gets to me. Actually, it makes me sad and angry all at the same time. You know, we see when bad things happen in this hobby, and sometimes they happen to good people. But when they happen, it's almost like a lot of you are waiting for any opportunity to just start attacking one another. It's like a little window opened up. Oh, I can attack now. And then everybody just starts piling up on this stuff. And there's been some controversial things happening in the past couple of weeks that are horrible. From what I've read, sound really horrible. I haven't looked into it them, there's two different things, in depth enough for me to make an informed opinion either one way or the other, so I won't do that. And I wish more people would look at it this way instead of just like, oh my God, this person might have screwed up, let me just start attacking them right away. What do you gain from that? Like, what's the point? All you're doing is spreading negativity throughout the hobby, and you know it's bad because negativity always spreads faster than anything that's positive. You say something bad about somebody and it gets shared and commented and liked and passed around more than anything else. You can have the best news ever, post it, and you'll get like half the attention maybe on it than if it was something negative. It's just human nature, is how it is. It sucks, but it's how it is. So we see this, this incident that happened, and all of a sudden, I mean, it just is, the attack just starts right away, and that's what bothers me. I'm not even paying attention to who's being attacked or why. It's just the fact that immediately people just start attacking, bashing, making fun of, just doing all these horrible things that we really don't need. I know you guys are sick of hearing this from me and other people, but we really need to stick together in this and make it better. Basically we screwed it up by focusing so much on everything is a project for money, everything is an investment, everything. Well, we did that, so now we have to try to fix it and try to make a real community out of this. When I make those videos about marketing and I talk about money, it's not saying that that's all there is to it, but that's a really important part of it, and I understand that. So that's why I'm trying to make that very important part of it, I'm trying to make it better. So it doesn't all get screwed up. And little by little, we're going to attack all these little subjects and things so we can try to fix all of it. There's so many great people. They have great collections. They have no idea what to do right now. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. There are people that have great animals that aren't breeding anything at all. Because they're like, well, you know what? It was so hard to sell last year and everything was going for a little cheap or whatever. I don't even want to try. Well, those people have a lot of the genes that will further the hobby even more, and they're not even working those animals right now because they're so disappointed. So we have to fix all the different angles of it so that it all comes back together. And one thing that I know that I'm experienced in is marketing and sales, and so that's one of the things that I focus on talking about because that's what I know to talk about. If somebody started asking me questions about all these different rare species and animals, I don't know, so I don't give answers. Somebody starts talking about venomous animals, I have no idea. I don't know crap about them. I like some, I like how they look. I don't mess with that. I don't know anything, so I don't say anything, right? So what I do know is sales and marketing. I have a lot of years experience in that field, and so that's what I talk about. It doesn't mean that that's all that there is. It just means that that's what I know, so that's what I'm going to talk about. And when I feel comfortable talking about any other subject, I will do that. But right now, that was a part of the hobby that I saw needed help and that I saw that I could help with. And so that's why I'm doing these things. Everything else, I just want to talk about because it's my opinion and it's my channel, so I can say and do whatever I want. Like the thing about new people, telling them to shut up. Shut up. That's my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people agree with that one. So I'm going to put it out there. Talking about just being negative, that's something that affects me. It affects my mood. It affects my everything. Like seeing that is just so obnoxious. Like you guys are just obnoxious with your attacks and the negativity, man. It's just so rude, and I don't get it. I had a post up yesterday. I don't know when this will go up, but the other day, I guess. And somebody didn't agree with me, and I love it when people disagree with me. But then it took a turn that I didn't like, and actually hit a nerve and made me upset. And instead of me replying on that post publicly for everybody to see, I sent this person a private message. And I said, hey man, this is what you said that I didn't like. Why did you say that? And I said what I had to say, and that was it. And we talked for a little while, and we sorted the whole thing out, and it was a misunderstanding because a lot of times on these posts and this text, you can't express yourself completely, so it kind of comes across the wrong way, and that's basically what happened. So we worked it out, and then we went back onto the post and kept going, and everything was fine. Too many people like to air out their crap publicly for everybody to see, and we should do a lot less of that. A few years ago, a lot of you know I had a disagreement with Kevin from Nerd, Kevin McCurley. And Kevin and I always said it before, we were first friends, and then we do the snake thing and the video thing that we do. Well, something happened. There was a personal issue between he and I, and nobody can say that I've ever said anything negative about him, that I never posted something talking about what happened. I've never even said to anybody what happened. And guess what? A few years later now, fast forward to now, we're friends again. And we can talk and things are getting worked out and we're fine. And that's a beautiful thing. Had we gone out in public and started yelling and screaming and having this fight and whatever, nobody would forget that. That would be an ugly thing to remember us by, instead of all the great things that he and I have done for the hobby as a whole together. And I'm not, blowing my own horn. This is what people tell me. The videos that I did brought a lot of positivity to the hobby in a time that it needed it. And I didn't even know I was doing that at the time. I was just like, hey, I get to do videos on Nerd. Heck yeah, I'm going to do it. But it turned into something much bigger than that. And so we kept going with it. Stop airing your dirty laundry publicly for everybody to see every time that the opportunity comes up. If you have a problem with somebody or something that they did or you think they did or they might have said, just either call them or message them privately and work it out like grown-ass people. Instead of putting it out there on Facebook and then everybody starts to pile up. It's so stupid and childish and just ridiculous, and I hate it. And those are the things that I wanted to talk about today. So, recap, basically, if you're a noob, shut the f*** up. Don't try to give all the answers. You don't have the knowledge to do so. So just sit down, listen, learn. And if you're an asshole that just likes to be negative all the time, then also shut the f*** up. And start being a grown-up and working things out privately amongst yourselves and not for everybody to see. We don't need to see that negativity all the time, so just stop. I said it in the other videos, and I love saying this. This is like my thing, right? But for the people that are in that category, if the shoe fits, strap that bitch on, wear it. That's it. I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Bye.